We are here on the first Descendant. We're going to be showing you how to make some photos. So, you may have noticed, in the first Descendant, there is no photo mode. So, I just want to shortly, I guess, teach you what you can do to get those photos going. Sorry for the lag on each sentence. I'm just getting stuff situated here. This is kind of a live commentary, so it's not really it might be well edited together later, so there's not so many spaces in between what I'm saying, but whatever, you get it. So you can see even on the home screen here, we can take a couple screenshots right now, or you could save it for later. I don't like saving it for later because the image quality goes down if I take a screenshot of the video. I like taking a screenshot just in the game itself. But I'm recording right now, so I can't snap anything because I'll risk messing up the recording. But anyway, you can see Bunny there in her Christmas outfit. It does cost $10 about if you want to get her skin for Christmas. I don't recommend spending anything on the game if you don't want to. You can get all the Descendants for free, some skins for free, so take that with how you will. But today is about photos, not about skins. We're gonna get into the game. I do want to just preface this also before we get into it. This is for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and the PC. You will get better results, better resolution. And the reason we're doing this on PS4 is because that's all I have at the moment. My PC's not quite set up. I know I've been I've been not doing it. Hey, it's coming. Okay, I'm getting the PC up soon. With photography in here, the tutorial, it's for the PS4. The reason is I don't have anything else, like I said, but in concept it'll be easier to understand, at least in my logic. If you see a simple form of photography, it'll be easier to follow. Granted, we're gonna lack the clarity in the image, so that might not help you understand, since it's not as visible as if I had a PS5 or a PC up and running for this game. I could probably make a video for PC soon. This will be my first photography video for the first Descendant, though. Alright, so you notice when we get in, you're going to see all these name tags. The Unreal Engine is going to be doing its thing, lagging and stuttering at times. That's the first thing we're going to go over, is dealing with the engine and stutters. And as you can see, you can't quite see my character. It's nighttime or evening. And there's another bunny here. We're just going to greet them. But we'll go over here by this Christmas tree. And how we're going to get our lighting depends solely the home menu button. Go to hide battle UI if you want to take a photo, but we're not doing that quite yet. So we'll go to options, and we want to go to display. Okay, here's all the photography mechanics. We don't have HDR since we're not on a PS4 Pro or a PS5. You can change it to this if you have it. I would recommend it for photos. And the field of view I have right now is about 80, 90. Yeah, I think it's about 90 right now. For up close photos, I would keep it about 60. The reason I keep it around 60 is it's just overall closer image. Unless you're trying to get a full figure, then I would go maybe about 65, 70. There's the colorblind correction, sharpness. This does not help on PlayStation 4. So if you have this on PlayStation 4, only do like 1 or 2. If you max this out, you'll get a film grain effect. And then, unless you want that, it's not a great mechanic for taking your photos. Okay, so that's field view, screen calibration. You can do this screen brightness and screen contrast for the lighting. So we're gonna put it all the way up. It looks really bad, but for photos, we might need it. So we just add a little bit of contrast, maybe 4 or 5, and then we'll go out of here. Hit square or whatever the continue button is. And as you can tell, we're closer. It's lighted up now, even though it's the evening. It gives it kind of like an anamorphic effect where you can see the lighting. It's kind of like got this almost film grain over it, but it's not as bad as turning the sharpness all the way up. So now you want to go all the way to hide battle UI, and this is basically our photo mode. As you can see, we can look around, we can look at the character, we can look at the sides, we can emote if we want to emote, and that'll be a screenshot for us. I think I want to do that again, but I want to take a shot when all the confetti drops. There. Now we have our photo. I think I'll do it one more time just in case I didn't get it. There. I definitely got it that time. And you can see you can put whatever outfit you want. I like going into the menu sometimes. Up here, not up here, on the shop. And if you don't have the skin, you can go to the skin. Let's just pick a random skin. And you can get dogs now, which is awesome. Event skin, go to Haley. Say you don't have the skin, but you want like a up close shot of the face or something. You could just click on it, boom, screenshot. Alright? And then if you want the back, boom, another screenshot. Okay? So I've noticed people aren't really giving tutorials on the first Descendant photos. Just wait for the PlayStation because it's kind of slow. And then, you know, if you want this shot, even kind of has an up angle, but not really, unless you have the character. But you can definitely maneuver it around to where she'll even do like a idle pose, and you can get that. So I let the crosshair there because I don't care right now. I'm just doing a tutorial, but I would normally move the crosshair over here if you want that photo to look polished and whatever. But yeah, there's another way to take photos. The last way, or maybe not the last way, but I did the UI toggle, I did the sharpness. Okay, so we're gonna do emotes with lighting. There's specifically, hide the UI again, there's specifically the flare gun. If you have the signal flare from, I think, the last season, you can use that. Instant light. And you can do it from the side. And then you get a little bit of a light up photo. Now, we're going to talk about composition next. It's going to be a little bit tricky. So, see how there's these boxes, right? I'm not going to do a whole video of just composition here, but I might do it later. But just for the basics, you'll probably want to go back into your menu. Go to options. My controller is wigging out there. Back to options. Put the field of view back to about, I don't know, let's say 75. I forgot you could slide it like that. Okay, so we're a little bit out now. And always remember to take the battle UI off. It comes back on for some reason. Now we could do, this is the best. And then see how that light came over her shoulder a little bit? Now we have a little bit of an effect, which was totally an accident, but we got some good stuff there. And since we turned the brightness up, these lights are coming out really well. Unreal Engine kind of has an issue with ambient lighting, so that's part of the reason why photos don't look as great. But you do have workarounds within the system, and depending on which emotes you have, there's plenty to choose from on what poses you want for the photo. That's Unreal stuttering again. I hope the game doesn't. For some reason, on Season 2, I'm crashing on PS4 constantly. But anyway, we have that footage. The field of view is kind of poor. As in, we don't have a crane system to like maneuver around where we want the camera to be. We can either do up angles, up shots, like this, like so. And then we'll do the emote. Or we have the side shot, like a side profile. We can even do a top down, depending on what we want to do with it. I think this one kind of works. Maybe. We could do top down front. Let's see. Yeah, I think this works a bit better. Do it again, just in case. Extend the arm. And then we got it. And we got a listen emote. And you can move the field of view however you want. You just lose a bit of quality the further away you get. And then the further up you get, you might lose some lighting quality. Which is why I like going up to like a light source like this. Or like over there. Let's try this blue light source. Alright. The game was gonna crash and I was right. I've been crashing on PS4 for a little bit. Ever since Season 2 dropped. So I don't know why that is, but I will explain that going to a light source can help with the problems with the field of view. Now when we go into field of view, you want to make sure that you're getting as much of the body as you want, and then wherever your target is, if you're against a wall, don't go right up to the wall to get an image. Sorry, I'm stuttering. To get an image, because you'll just disappear, your character will. You want to stand a little bit away from it. And this one even has a little crosshair on the wall. But if you want to stand back there, and you can see we get a little bit more detail because there's a short distance between the camera and the character. So you step up to this line. Now it's a little better, see? And it's way awesome. We even have a little backdrop with the hand and everything. We can even go up to that blue light later and see if we want some blue lighting. And I forgot to turn off the UI bar. But yeah, we can do this now. We can take a nice little photo. I kind of like that pop effect, so I'm going to take a picture of that. There we go. It didn't fizzle out too soon either, so that's great. Got a little bit of those flecks of light, which I really like. You can get it up close of this. Cool. And like I said, there's plenty of emotes to choose from. You just have to go into your Customize tab. Whatever emotes you have. If you've been playing since preseason, you're good. You have pretty much every emote. Let's see, even this one from the Halloween event. Not everyone has this one, but I'm just demonstrating what you can do to the extreme end with this, and then I promise I'll stop showing off. You can even use the red part kind of as a fill. Just want to take a few more shots because she does a lot. She does a lot of animations for this. The tripping forward one is pretty cute. Santa Claus with the Glock. Like I said, customize it however you want. Put any emotes you want. That's not all there is to the photography. You know, you can do post effects like on phone apps. There's one I know called Relens, works really well. There's another one where you don't have to pay anything, really. It's called Polish, and you can blur the background even to get that kind of depth of field effect that the game doesn't offer. Not really. I think it has motion blur, which kind of acts as a depth of field, but not really. It only works when you're moving. But like I said, you go to your emotes, you can choose whatever you want. This one's really good. RK release, I think everyone can get that one. Okay, we'll do one more. And let's do it by the hand, cause I think that'll have a better look to it. Okay, like I said, see how we can't see the hands now? What we want to do is go back to options. Go into the display settings again. Field of view, I'm gonna put this one at about 80. Okay, that's still not enough. We're gonna do a little bit further. Wrong menu. Let's see, options. We'll do, how about 90? Does 90 work for us? '90's okay. It's not my favorite. Alright, let's slide it all the way and then see how extreme that is. Okay, that's not too extreme. But we do have a little bit of room here. We'll go a little bit forward. Because we want some of those... I wanted some of those fingers. This way. And your character will move around, so watch out for that. Hide the UI. RK release. And the camera will naturally go further away. Okay, it's kind of blue everywhere, so we're getting our shot now. We're composing, doing our composition. Okay, we're gonna take a shot here. And the reason I have it this way is because the blue contrasts the black in the background. And these hands are already blue, so it's gonna mix in with the blue. You can't really see it. You want this blue to pop out. So we're gonna do the field of view again. Maybe get a little closer. Maybe go back to 70. in the RK release one, she'll stay there, so it's good. It's a good pose for photography. Well, just a little bit, maybe 80. Okay, so we can either we'll do the same shot again, just a little bit closer, and then we'll do it from the other side. There's kind of a lot of light pollution in here, so we might actually need to fix the lighting. So I'm just being a little bit of a finicky photographer, but we'll go fix the lighting really quickly, and then we'll continue with the shots. Screen calibration. Oh, what did I say? Lightness? Brightness? Yeah. Okay, let's turn down the brightness a little bit. That should help. And then we want to contrast those colors. Okay, a little bit too much saturation. I just wish we could see the camera. I wish there was an actual photo mode. Okay, we'll turn up the screen brightness a little bit. And then we'll turn down the contrast slightly. It's a tiny bit better. I feel like that's where we were at before. But we'll take a few shots. And options again. Colorblind correction. Show explosion effects. Okay, let's turn the brightness a little bit up, and then we'll put the contrast at like 2. Screen brightness 3. Okay, contrast 3. Okay, I think that looks a little more photogenic, cinematic, whatever you want to say. I think that's good. If you notice, I'm still in Albion, but there's this nice little... If you notice, this label is contrasting the character a little bit. It's a nice little detail in the world. You can find this stuff all over Albion, but I'm gonna use it as sort of a point of interest. And we're gonna go to hide UI again, and since it's really dark out here again, we need the lighting to be okay. So we're gonna set up the brightness again, pretty much as much as possible, and then not do too much to the contrast. And then we have our brightness, hide the UI, snap a photo, and we have Bunny in a Christmas costume next to a caution sign. You might take it for granted a little bit, but it actually adds to the photo once you are it adds to the photo once you're in there, once you're taking photos. And like I said, you can use post editing software like Photoshop, Lightroom, Relens, Polish. Any of those kind of editing software can help you enhance the photo. I like using Lightroom a lot still. I know there's a lot of controversy around Adobe, but it's not a big deal for me personally. I want this field of view a little closer, maybe 60, or 75, maybe 75. Okay. We're a little closer. That's the only thing is that you can clip through objects with the camera. It's not very appealing. But like I said, the post editing, that's going to help out in the long run. See how I just kind of want this little over the shoulder? If I go too far, it'll send the camera where I don't want it to be. But see how that caution sign is kind of contrasting the rest of the world? It's nice and bright and red. The only thing is we have a red costume, so that might not be photogenic. But if you have like a blue costume or something that's gray, that also might blend in too much. But what I'm saying is, if you have like a contrasting color, like maybe Valby in yellow, next to this red sign, it would go great together. Also think about your colors if you're going to do photography. There's a lot to think about, but... Let's do one like this then, since we'll get the sled and her, and Bunny. Okay, that makes me want to do it a little bit closer. Options. Let's go closer. Okay, that's as close as we can get. But now we actually have this little cage thing, which is actually quite nice. Little cage effect. Quite nice, quite nice. Not British, but forgive me. And here we go. Alright. And the sled just disappears when you get close to it. Like a little secret Santa Claus thing. That's actually that's actually cool. It goes away like you're not supposed to see it. What about now? Ah. Ah. That's pretty funny. There's another sled. What's going on? Apparently they all lead to your death. I need to stop jumping for those sleds. Can you hook onto them? No. Your grappling hook doesn't work here. But yeah, if you see anything interesting with nice lighting, a little bit of an arch like this, an atmosphere, you can go there, zoom out with your depth of field, and take a photo. Not your field of view, not depth of field. Okay, let's do this really quickly. And as you can see, there's no light. Okay, we might need to stand in the light here. I think we got rid of our flare, didn't we? Yep. There we go. One more for good luck. Third time's a charm. There we go.